Hello everyone, it's Mrs. P. I am here to do my weekly check-in. I am doing it a little bit early because everything has cleared the bank and we are ready to get this month closed out, and so we can see how much money we have left over. Because as you know, if you've watched my channel, we roll everything over from week to week. And at the end of the month, whatever's left over, that's what we use to go towards debt. So let's go ahead and get started with the budget. Let's see here. I feel kind of out of sorts because I'm kind of trying to rush. My husband is next door at his dad's house working on something with his water. And I just want to get it done because as soon as he comes back home, the dogs are probably going to start barking, so I'm trying to get this video filmed before that happens. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in. How are you doing, by the way? Today is Monday. It was a Monday all day. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know if students or teachers are more ready for summer. It's hard to say. Teachers are, every classroom you walk into, there's a countdown on the board. So I think we're ready. All right, so we're going to start with our income. We had expected $950, or we hoped for $950 for rollover. We actually had more rollover come in at $1,299.50. And my husband's check, it's always either a little over or a little under. Luckily, this week it came in over at $1,106.87. It's really hard for me to know how to budget his paycheck because some weeks he gets lots of hours, some weeks he's barely getting the 40. So I don't know. All right, we were not expecting anything else extra. My father-in-law still owes his phone payment, but that is something that we don't push. Like if he remembers to pay it, that's fine. If not, it's fine too. But I do know that I did deposit $25 that I had come in. I'm doing the YouTube Hop, which is like a savings challenge. And one of the categories is debt. And once it gets to $25, then people put a placeholder in for $25. Well, I thought, what else to do but take that $25, put it in the bank, and put it towards debt. So that's what I'm doing. I hope you guys can see this. I'm looking at my camera, and I'm just not sure if that's close enough. How about that? All right, so our income total ended up being $2,431.37, which was really good. All right, so Google came out for $2.99. Apple Storage came out for $9.99. For some reason, this one doesn't add tax, and I don't know why. YouTube Premium came out for $24.60, and Mr. P's Hobby came out for $48.51. And that is all in the bill section, so this added up to be $86.09. Nothing unexpected came out. All right, so that leaves us with $2,345.28. which I'll move down to our sinking funds and savings section. 45. Sorry, I can't talk and write at the same time. All right, so then we've got month ahead. Oh, we took out $150. This whole section, nothing changed. $200 for the. Oh, actually, I take that back. It did change. $58 for savings challenges. The savings and taxes, I ended up taking $150 instead of just the $50. So we pulled, it was right at $1,800 plus another, I think $100 for the tax prep from our savings account to pay our 2023 taxes. This is the first year. Now we usually owe, $100 or $200 for taxes, give or take. But this year, for some reason, I don't know what changed our income. We're in the same tax bracket as we were before. So I'm not real sure what happened. But we did adjust my husband's deductions so that more money is coming out for federal. I've had to do that to my own paycheck for state taxes. And we finally come out kind of even on that. So I'm just wanting to build that savings account back up. Just going into summer knowing I'm not getting full paychecks, it just makes me feel better to have it there. We didn't deplete our savings to pay the taxes, but it was a good chunk. I mean, it was almost $2,000, so that hurt. All right, so with that said, this section added up to be $558 instead of $458. And it left us with $1,787.28. And I did that because I knew we had the extra income, so I just wanted to make sure we're putting as much back into savings as we can. All right, so the next section, let me go ahead and bring that total up here, $1,787.28. And this section did not change, except we did have one unbudgeted expense, so let me go ahead and fill this in. 150, 20, 20, 45, 75, 20, 20. Eating out, we did have one eating out expense, but we used our blow money. We just pulled it together, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. So I didn't take any money from our account. It was just money we already had out in cash. 60 I took out in gas, and unbudgeted 1016. Now I added that in here, and I just realized when I was thinking about my budget and I was working on my like draft for this, I thought about this. I'm not even sure what my husband bought, but it was something at the hardware store, and I have a feeling that it was something for the house, and we actually have a sinking fund for that. So I don't know why I didn't pull money from our sinking fund to put back into the bank to cover that expense. I just, for some reason, just put it in as unbudgeted. But that I can actually put that back in, and I'll probably do that and just add it to the May budget. So this section ended up being $420.16, leaving us with $1,367.12. Okay, so now our debt section. This is where we hope there's leftover money so that we can throw it at the snowball. When I did the first budget, I thought there would be around $116. But since our income came in higher, there was actually quite a bit more than I expected. So John Deere, which is the Gator and the lawnmower payment, which is getting so close. It's like in the 3,000s now, and it's getting there. All right, so that's $403.15. I paid student loan, which was $500. The student loan is like $497 or something and some change, so I just go ahead and just pay $500 every time. And then, so that added up to be like $903, $903.15. So if I take that from this amount right here, it left us with $463.97. And that is what we will pay toward our snowball, which is my husband's Barclay card. And that should put a good chunk down on that card. We've been paying the minimum payment up until this month. But now, with that said, and that will leave us, this adds up to be $1,367.12, leaving us with a zero-based budget. I'll probably not pay that change and leave that as like a little buffer. But this is what I'm thinking, because I haven't actually made this payment yet. I'm thinking, should I put some of that toward our savings to repay the savings, or just work on the debt and get that out? Because we still have savings, not as much as I'd like. I don't know what to do. So you guys tell me what you would do. Should I put it all towards debt, or should I put a chunk of it into savings so that we can build that back up and pay for those taxes? I'm just really not sure what to do with that. And I'm also, because I did get, a YouTube check and an Etsy check in April, and I didn't set anything aside for taxes for either of those things. In my May budget, I am putting money into a fund. I'm going to start a sinking fund for taxes. So I didn't forget about it, and I'm not going to leave it alone. I'm not going to not take care of it, because I do not want to owe taxes again. I know I'll owe taxes, but I don't want to have nothing to pay them. So I'm going to start saving for taxes for 2024. But anyway, so that's that. We did have a good chunk left over. Happy about that, because, boy, at the beginning of the month, I just didn't think we would have much. And it always works out. God provides every single time. And so now I am going to do my check-in with my groceries and like expenses that way. Somebody asked me, because I keep up with all of my spending on this little Post-it. And somebody asked me, do I keep this with me and just write things down? And I would love to say, yes, I do that, but I am not that organized. I do keep the receipts, and when I get home, I write down the expense, scan the receipt into my Fetch Rewards app because I love earning points. And then I just have it then, and then I can get rid of the receipt. All right, so first things first, groceries. I didn't spend very much on groceries. I am so proud of myself, and I've been so tempted to go back into the store. In fact, I did go into the store and came out empty-handed. That's never happened to me in my life. I was looking for something in particular. They didn't have it, so there you go. All right, so groceries, I only spent $40, and that was on the 25th. But that's because I had already been that week, so that's why it wasn't that much. So we spent $40 on groceries. So with that leftover money in groceries, I am going to put it into my Sam's envelope because I just realized I hadn't zoomed you guys in. I'm sorry. I'm going to put it in my Sam's envelope because it's been a long time since, in fact, I don't even think we've bought things here and there from Sam's, like whatever you can order, you know, just household things and a few food items here and there. But like as far as just going to Sam's and stocking up on items like that we use like all the time, we haven't done that in a while. And like I like to buy like school snack supplies there and, you know, toiletries and things like that. So I'd like to have a good chunk to go. Plus we are getting low on like some of our meats in the freezer. Even though I buy meats on a weekly basis, I do like to have a reserve, you know, just in case. You never know, right? All right, so anyway, so groceries. I'm going to go ahead and add this category up and see how much we spent in the month of April for groceries. Now, remember, we were out of town for a whole, like, more than a week. So it was low because of that. But we also had 5 weeks in April because of the way our budget was. So total we spent $439, which is really good. We're a family of 3, 2 adults and a 13-year-old girl who eats like a bird but snacks like crazy. All right, so that is all. And I did not spend any more on pet supplies, so this is all we've spent on pets this month, which is pretty good. So that was $72, and I budget $80 a month, and we had rollover from March. So even although I know I need to get another box of bones, and I do get that from Sam's, I was just kind of waiting to see if they went on sale. Sometimes you can get like $4 off through the instant savings, and that comes out May 1st. So I don't know if that's on there or not. So not bad for pets. Oh, and kitty litter I've got to get. All right, household. I did spend some on household, and that was $10. Some kind of hair product. I can't remember exactly what it was. So household, $66. Not bad. Eating out. Oh, I forgot to say that. I forgot. Okay, so eating out household I did. We on April, that's wrong. That's not the 30th. What was the date? It was the 26th. It was a Friday night. I had a menu planned. I had everything worked out, what we were going to have, and our power went out. And there's really not much you can do when the power goes out. Yeah, we have a grill, but what I had left out, like what we were having that night, was not like grill stuff. So my parents and my brother, both of my brothers, my nephew, they all were going out to eat that night anyway. And so we kind of jumped in on that, and we went to the Mexican restaurant, and we spent $51, which wasn't bad for 3 of us. And we used our blow money, but I did want to account for it because it was still money that we spent eating out. I left a tip. I took the tip out of my own blow money. I think I left $12 or something, but I'm not counting that in there. This was just the food price. So 80, $12.84, 68, and 51. Is that right? Wow, that is a lot. We haven't eaten out that much, and I can't tell you how. We had a birthday in there, my mom's birthday. Pizza Hut, we bought this with ball game money. This I paid with my blow money. This was at the ball game. And then this was eating out. Our power has went out 3 days in a row. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's about to drive me crazy. All right, so yeah, that is a lot, guys. This right here. Now, granted, this was budgeted for. And all 3 of these came out of cash envelopes, blow money, ball game money. So this is why people live paycheck to paycheck, guys, because it's so expensive. And used to, we did this like every weekend. We would go out to eat 2 or 3 times a week. Okay, off my soapbox. Okay. All right, gas. I did have one more expense in gas, and that was today, actually. And I got that at Walmart, and I spent $38. It wasn't completely empty. Just under a quarter of a tank, though. So gas, we spent 40, 38, 35, 25, and 38. 218. Not bad. That doesn't count our travel money, but that I funded separately out of like vacation money. And unbudgeted. I feel like I shouldn't put it here because I want to take it out of our household. I think I am. I'm going to leave this one alone because that one's already high enough. $473.73, and I can't even remember. I can't remember all the things that was in that. Oh, medical stuff. Oh, it was when my husband got sick. All right. Oh. Plus 54. And that was the yearbook. Y'all showed me so much love from that. Yeah. Giving is my love language. All right. So unbudgeted was pretty high. And I guess I could have used like our, emergency fund to help cover some of this, but we had it, you know, from just extra income and stuff, so might as well cash flow it. So yeah, that's my check-in, and I think that I am finished with this video. I can't believe my husband did not come back home. He's been gone a while. Might need to go check on him. He's probably sitting there watching some kind of a ball game with his dad. All right, guys. This candle, I just can't believe, every time I try to light it, I can't believe it actually lights because it's so close to being done. And Nick is just chilling out in there. He's still kind of stuck in the wax. I just lit this right before I started the video. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I will be doing a video on my debt update and let you know where we stand. It'll be a couple days before I do that because we still have some things that have to clear, and I've got to figure out what I'm going to do, if I'm going to pay all of that leftover rollover money toward debt or if I'm going to put some of it into savings. Let me know what you think, because I'll probably do that video toward the end of the week. All right, guys. You guys have a great night, and I will see you soon. Bye.